This could take a This could take a
These are the times that
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Miller Gold Stadium, where the upset of the century is about to commence. The Dallas Stars looking for some home cooking against the defending champs. This is Stars Radio, 98.3 WDST, the Sports Authority. A sold-out Miller Gold. You are watching the SFL Network. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Cameron Irvine. The Stars and the Intimidators are ready. You've seen the lineups. Let's head down to the field for tonight's coin toss.
Ready to go? Let's have a go.
The Intimidator will make the selection. What is the call?
We pick tails.
Tails it is.
We'll kick.
The Intimidator have won the toss and select to kick.
Orlando will kick to Dallas to start the game. Dallas looking for some home cooking. Orlando and the Stars were underway from Miller Gold. 1 yard from his end zone. Caesar Cannon on the return, and Cannon dragging defenders to the 29-yard line. And actually, was that Asante Dolman back there returning kicks? That was Dolman returning kickoffs. First and 10 for the 29. We want to make sure that everything's good to go with Caesar Cannon. Did everybody see Caesar Cannon in there? I know he was returning kicks last week. Just wanted to make sure he was in there. He's in there. We're good to go. Let's play some ball. Let's play some ball without Dallas being controlled. First 10 10 at the 29, and with 3 backs in the backfield, Johnny English starts with the carry, and he lost a yard. Tackle made by Stephen Lambert. The last time these two teams played was this preseason, and Johnny English was terrific. Over 300 yards rushing. Everyone thought it was going to be his coming out party. That's not the way it turned out. And English hoping to find some magic tonight. Not on that first carry, but on the second carry around the right-hand side. Picks up 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 6. So 2 straight runs to start the game for Dallas. They now go trips to the top of the screen, and Ranklin's first pass is a catch. A gain of 9. First down, Dallas to the 42, and who else but Scott King would make the play for this Dallas Stars unit. Scott King just continues to be phenomenal. 2nd in the league in receiving this year with 650 yards. Has reached the end zone just twice, but has been targeted 64 times, more than any other receiver this year. First down and 10 from the 42, and English is the lone man in the backfield. He takes a stretch around the right-hand side, spin move again, and nearly a first down. English now 3 carries on the opening drive, and it brings up 2nd and short as Dallas enters into Orlando territory. Our KeyBank keys to the game today for Dallas. It's about getting Johnny English involved against a run defense that has not had a good year. As Ranklin's drops to pass, he's got all day to throw. First down to the 25. He set up camp back there. And that's the other key to the game, is protecting Thomas Ranklin's. He's been sacked 25 times this year in 5 games, a league high, and he had a lot of time to throw on that one. Those 2 things can get Dallas their first win in the victory column this year. Those are your keys to the game, brought to you by KeyBank, the official bank of the Dallas Stars, as English cannot get it. Lane to run through, no gain, it's 2nd and 10. You're watching Hashtag Football Sunday on the SFL Network. I'm Cameron Irvine. A little bit of a rocky start to our broadcast, but we're going now, and Dallas is looking strong on their opening drive. 2 backs and 2 receivers. English swings it out, or Ranklin swings it out to English. What a move in the open field! Johnny English, gain of 12, first down to the 13. It's almost like you knew it was coming, but didn't know exactly at what point. And English, what? Making people look ridiculous. That was Lambert. Stephen Lambert doesn't get shook out of his shoes very often. And Dallas has entered the red zone. 9:20 to go in the first quarter. Orlando's offense has not touched the ball. Ranklin steps up in the pocket, goes to the end zone, and out of the reach of Scott King, and he sure did lay out for it. Pass was incomplete, and it'll bring up 2nd and 10 from the 13-yard line. Dallas in their home all blues with the gold shoes, the gold numbers, and the gold trim down the side. Orlando in the road white helmets, white jerseys, with the gold pants, the dark blue numbers, the dark blue and white trim. And 10 of the 13 out of the eye. Handoff goes to, that is English's backup, and he scores! Touchdown, Dallas! Pittman with the TD! And how about that for an opening drive? Tyler Pittman giving English a chance to rest. And that was the most balanced offensive drive for the Dallas Stars that we may have seen all season. What a start for the Stars, who still have not been mathematically eliminated from the playoffs. Could potentially get in with a 3-5 record if Kahlua and Grand Rapids finish both at 3-5, and Dallas has the best point differential out of the three. That is still possible, but Dallas will have to win their last 3 games by a margin of roughly 20 points. And Dallas is off to a strong start, 7-0. Their opening drive takes 3 minutes and 50 seconds off the clock. Our main man, Sandy Campbell, with us, staying up late over in Scotland. Happy to have you here as always. I to J 313. Also welcome you in, Ramos Lynn. DHMYC, San Antone, Stanford 010, that's Sandy. Servo Sentinels, that's the Orlando owner. TJ, T-Pat, and X Factor, that's Ronnie. 1st and 10 of the 28, 3 wide receivers, first off possession for the defending champion, for 3-2 on the season, and currently sitting in 4th place. And off goes to Zach Parker, and Parker swallowed up, no gain on the play. A lot of teams hoping Orlando drops this one tonight, including Grand Rapids, Kahlua, and Oklahoma City, among others. 8:40 to go in the first. 2 receivers, 2 backs in the backfield for Walker. A 4-3 look for the Stars. You see all 11 defenders on the screen. Walker swings it outside to Parker, and Parker fumbles the football. It's recovered by Dallas. 10-5 touchdown! Touchdown Stars on the fumble! You couldn't have dreamed for a better start. Zach Alfage forced the fumble, and I have to say it again. Touchdown, Dallas! Zach Parker coughed it up on the swing pass, his 2nd fumble this year. Dallas's kicker says, "Didn't I just do this?" And the extra point is good. Orlando nothing, and the Stars 14 off the Zach Parker fumble, scooped up for a touchdown. And with that, we'd like to direct you to the Dark Lord's YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. Also his website link. Hopefully you can see the whole link right there, but you can search his handle. He's the offensive coordinator for the Dallas Stars and has been promoting us his social media networks and on his website, and is a official partner of the Simulation Football League. The Dark Lord has dark things happening to the Orlando Intimidators right now. It's 14-0. He has certainly done his best to try and turn Dallas around. Couldn't quite get it going the last couple of weeks. Just too much for the opponent's really tough at New York, at Oklahoma City. That's a tough back-to-back stretch. Handoff goes to Zach Parker. He's got some space. Zach Parker breaks a tackle, picks up the first down at the 8-yard line. So Zach Parker's best run of the night gives Orlando their first down, and I don't know what it is about when Orlando comes into this building, but this Dallas team has always been all over. In fact, only one time during the regular season has Orlando been here. That was last year, and Dallas won that game 45-41. Hand off to Zach Parker. He is slammed to the backfield. Loss of 2. Second down and 12. Dallas doesn't let Parker get the better of him there. In that only meeting between these two teams at Miller Gold, that was January 25th of this year, Thomas Franklin's passed for 510 yards, and Scott King had 4 touchdowns. Larry Henderson, 4.5 sacks, which is still an SFL record. Walker's pass deep down the field is incomplete, and it's 3rd and 12 off the hands of Armstrong. Kevin Walker completed 1 pass. Zach Parker fumbled it away. At the backfield, 5 wide receivers. Dallas out to a menacing start as the defending champs trying to gather themselves. Walker blitzed, throws it into traffic, and it's incomplete. Zach Elfay's there on the coverage and applying the pressure. Dallas immediately in Walker's face, and they have to punt it away. Dallas is playing absolutely sensational right now. Back to their old selves.
Oh yeah, this one's mine! This one's mine!
Orlando kicks it away. From the 28, Dallas makes one man miss, return to the 31-yard line. Starting offense for the Dallas Stars includes quarterback number 12, Thomas Franklins, running back number 24, Johnny English. The receivers are number 11, Freeman Goodspeed, number 89, Scott King, and number 87, Caesar Cannon. The tight end is number 80, Asante Dolman, this loaded Dallas O. Goodspeed, a new addition from last week. He had 94 yards and a touchdown. First and 10 to the 31, and English takes a counter around the right-hand side. English still on his feet, and finally put down to the 33. Next game, the Kahlua Wyverns will take on the San Francisco Bulldogs. That's tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern, as Kahlua goes for 2 in a row to try to make the playoff conversation even more intriguing. Wyverns and Bulldogs, Monday Night Football here on the SFL Network coming up tomorrow night. Franklin's back to pass. Down the middle, that pass is caught by Dolman. First down to the 44. Lambert on the tackle, but it was too late. Dallas, who before this season had only lost 1 game at home, has lost their first 2 home games of the season. Trying to get that home field advantage back to its rightful place. Goodspeed is to the bottom of the screen. He has not caught a pass just yet. Franklin's quickly out to English. English breaks a tackle. English, another, and gets a first to the 45-yard line. Johnny English, and good recognition by Thomas Franklins to get the ball out of his hands extremely quickly there. A.J. Lacoste missing the tackle. Johnny English, a tough man to bring down in the open field. Not a particularly good matchup for Orlando, and they knew that coming in. The defending champs giving up 405 yards a game defensively. That's 3rd worst in the league. Ranklin stepping up, take off and run! Ranklin's first down, a gain of 12! Thomas Ranklin showing he can move as well as the lane to run opened up. Orlando gives up 245 passing yards, second best in the league, but 160 rushing yards a game. That is 7th. We have the two worst run defenses in the league on display tonight. 1st and 10 for the 33 after Ranklin's 12-yard scamper puts the ball at the right hash. Orlando's defense tight. They swing it out to Johnny, and Johnny can't get outside. Lambert once again there for the tackle, and already in the first quarter has 4 tackles, 2 for a loss. The Orlando defense includes the corners, number 47, A.J. Lacoste, number 26, Rodney Woods, linebackers, number 92, Stephen Lambert. The strong safety is number 37, Ahmad Arrington, the former star. Or actually Stanley Parchment, I stand corrected. Always get those two confused, and no gain on the play for English. It's going to set up the first 3rd and long for the day. Lambert's 5th tackle. Third down, 13 yards to go. They need just shy of the 23-yard line. Trips to the top of the screen for Ranklin's. Ranklin's back to throw. Steps up the pocket, fires down the middle. One-handed grab! First down, Scott King to the 14-yard line. Thomas Ranklin showing some really good pocket presence tonight. We mentioned earlier a league-high 25 sacks. And Allstate Insurance reminds you that for every catch Scott King makes, they'll donate $100 to those in need of insurance in the Dallas Metroplex area. Allstate Insurance, the official partner of Scott King and the Dallas Stars, as that pass is overthrown. Ranklin's looking for good speed and had him in the back of the end zone. So 2nd down and 10. Second catch for Scott King tonight, and that one was a beauty.
2nd and 10.
Ranklin's, for the first time this season, last game, threw more touchdowns and interceptions this year. He is starting to turn a troubling season around. Play action, he's in trouble. Sidearm wobbly throw, and it's picked off. Ranklin's forced that one. Interception made by David Holmes. That was an ugly wobbler. Looked like his arm may have gotten hit. And that pass was off the hip. And Orlando gets a monster stop to halt the bleeding of this first quarter. Orlando stabbed him, or Dallas stabbed him in the leg, but the Intimidator's not dead yet. 2 receivers and an empty backfield for Walker out of the gun. Floats it short again off the hands of the intended receiver. Second drop we have seen tonight. That was Zach Parker, who's having a horrendous evening so far in the passing game. Second down and 10. Elfage has made a name for himself tonight. He has had a strong season. 4th in the league in tackles, coming in with 39. 7 tackles for loss. And now has a forced fumble to his name. 2 receivers top of the screen. Walker back to throw, and his pass is caught by Lorenzo Allen. His first grab of the night sets up 3rd down and 4. Dallas's defense, led by D lineman number 99, Larry Henderson, who's on the sack leaderboards once again, a 3rd straight season. Linebackers are rookie Cameron Brantley and Zach Elfage, the former Bulldog, and the free safety is A.J. Ahanitu. Andrew Ball traded it for Freeman Goodspeed a couple of weeks ago. No longer with the team. Walker, short pass, incomplete! What a hit! And Walker is saying, you guys got to give me a little help. Orlando does nothing with the first Dallas turnover of the night, and it'll be another punt. How about Dallas's defense tonight so far? Ronnie Nickens making some adjustments. Paying off so far. Kick is away. Dallas not a lot of room to return to the 37-yard line. So Ranklin's, how will he shake off his first interception of the evening? Hand it off to Johnny around the right-hand side. Johnny spins away and again and tackle to the 44 after a gain of 7. Johnny English, I don't know what he loves so much about Orlando. It's almost like Dallas can sense that they have the mismatch on that side of the ball right now. Ranklin's 87 passing yards here in the first quarter.
Down! Set! No time! No time! Rip! Single back! Hey, I got something.
And off to English, and he's not going anywhere that time. A 4-yard loss. Tackled in the backfield by Holmes, who made the interception on the last drive. Our official website has daily league updates at simulationfl.com, and you can like our league on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, or subscribe to our YouTube and Twitch channels, all at /simulationfl, as Ranklin's has time. Oh, not anymore. Sacked. Back at the 33-yard line, thrown to the ground violently. A loss of 7. Mark Fields buried him as they just swarm the inside. Pretty athletic move. And Dallas will go 3 and out. So the game maybe trying to, well, not trying to, but maybe settling in after Dallas's ferocious start. They kick it away. From the 28, Orlando, not much room there, up to the 30. Next home game for the Dallas Stars is actually the final game of the year. They will take on the San Francisco Bulldogs Sunday, September 7th, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. That follows Baltimore and Oklahoma City on a football Sunday doubleheader. San Francisco and Dallas coming up Sunday, September 7th. Get your tickets. 1-800-GO-STARS. Zach Parker makes the catch, and Parker spins away from a couple, and they say he's short of the first down. He may have been out of bounds, very close to the sideline, although they are rolling the clock, so that would imply that they did not rule him out of bounds. Usually they will stop it briefly if that is the case. No challenge from Orlando. It's 2nd and short. They'll flip it out to Zach Parker. Miserable looking play right there. Loss of 5. 3rd and long. The crowd knows that somebody missed a block on that one. You could hear them fired up immediately. So instead of a first down, it's 3rd and 5 for Orlando. 3 wide receivers. Thomas Gunner does not have a catch in this quarter. That is caught. How did Lorenzo Allen catch that? Looked like it was going to be picked. Instead, it's the end of the first quarter, and Orlando moves the chains. The Dallas Stars could not have asked for a better start. They lead the defending champs 14-0. 3 quarters to go. This is Stars Radio, the Sports Authority, 98.3 WDST.
A lovely day in Kitchen Stadium, folks. And this kid is off to the races. And the frosted mini wheats are in the bowl. Whole gallon of milk from Walmart. We'll see how he handles this one.
And the grains and protein are in the bowl, folks.
And the crowd goes wild.
Kellogg's Frosted Mini Wheats and milk are always better together. Walmart. Save money, live better.
To build
strength and durability into the bed of the all-new Sierra. GMC engineers demanded rolled-formed steel. For the same reason rolled steel is used in the hulls of submarines. Big ones. Introducing the all-new GMC Sierra. Incredible thinking in the form of a truck. That's professional grade.
Dallas Stars football on 98.3 WDST, the Sports Authority, is brought to you by Key Bank. Unlock your possibilities. By the Xbox One. Welcome to a new generation. By Allstate. You're in good hands with Allstate. And by General Motors, official car dealer of the Dallas Stars. First and 10 for Orlando to start the second quarter after Lorenzo Allen grabbed his second catch of the night. Walker floats it down the middle. They've been trying to exploit the Stars down the middle of the field the majority of the night. Isaac Perez on the catch. Have not met the Orlando starting offense yet. Quarterback number 9 is Kevin Walker. Running back number 35, Zach Parker. The wide receivers, number 44, Lorenzo Allen. Number 89, Thomas Gunner. And the tight end is number 36, Isaac Perez. Hand off to Zach Parker on the right-hand side. Parker finds a crease and picks it up to the Dallas 42. Use your pick 187. Thanks for finishing off your weekend with us. Zach Parker's best run of the night here around the right-hand side. Had a good lane to run through there. Tackle made by Ahana, the free safety.
First and 10.
So Orlando into Dallas territory for the first time tonight on the move. Three wide receiver set, and Walker stands in the shotgun. Dallas comes out in a 3-3 look, and they hand it off to Zach Parker. He gets past the first line of defense. Parker breaks a tackle and stops and goes inside the 10, and he scores. Touchdown, Zach Parker, and Orlando is on the board. A nifty run as Parker and Elfage handle their business in the end zone, and you're going to see here Zach Parker with one move on Ahana, and then he was able to change gears, get to the outside, and fool the defenders. Zach Parker with the big run. We mentioned in the SF newsletter that Zach Parker really loves playing against the Dallas Stars. Has 6 touchdowns and nearly 600 yards in 3 contests. And the extra point is good, so Dallas is going to have to get it going. They don't want to let up. Deep kick from Franklin Reese, but it does not reach the end zone. Goldman on the return gets it out to the 25-yard line. First and 10 for the 25. English stands in the backfield with a fullback. Franklin's will pass. Franklin floats one up. It's a dangerous ball, nearly intercepted by Parchman. And it brings up second down and 10. That was a very dangerous throw out of Thomas Franklins to start the drive. Looking for his tight end down the field. And Orlando is kind of settled into this ball game. I think they were a little shell-shocked that Dallas drove down the field, took 3 minutes and 50 seconds off the clock, and scored a touchdown on their opening drive.
I see toss. Check the toss. Red.
Franklin's to throw again. Down the field, and Scott King playing like a champion right now. Man, this kid is catching everything. First down to the 42 as Thomas Ranklin's crosses over the 100 mark on the evening. He's going up at the point of attack and meeting the football in the air. Having a nice night on a night that Caesar Cannon and Freeman Goodspeed do not have a catch to their name. This guy, Scott King, he will forever be Star's legacy. Back to pass. Franklin's down the middle. Open! Caught first down to the 40, and I mean pretty wide open. First down, Dallas. Franklin's finding the connections. Paulie Dixon with the reception. Split backs in the backfield behind Ranklin's. 7 in the box for Orlando. Ranklin's to throw again. Checking it down. That pass is caught. He fumbled the football and Orlando recovers. Stanley Parchman recovered. And Butterfingers tonight as Dallas coughs it up. Pass was caught by, it looks like, it was a guard, I believe, out there making a catch. That was a bizarre play for Dallas, and Orlando, just like that, has forced 2 turnovers and are right back in the ball game. Hand off to Zach Parker on the left-hand side. He's got a lot of room. Zach Parker breaks a tackle past the 40 and put down at the 34. 86 yards on 7 carries for Zach Parker. And we expected fireworks in this game, and by God, we're going to get them. Zach Parker running all over the league's worst run defense. Dallas gives up a shocking 255 rushing yards a game. They give up more on the ground than they do through the air. Now empty backfield, 5 wide receivers for Kevin Walker, and Walker flips it short again off the hands of his intended receiver. The 3rd drop in the first half for Orlando. Next football Sunday, you won't want to miss it. Action starts at 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern, as the San Francisco Bulldogs take on the Oklahoma City Renegades. Then at 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern, Metro Stadium is the site of the SFL Game of the Week as New York finally attempts to exact their revenge on Baltimore as Zach Parker takes the sweep around the right-hand side. Not a lot of room. No gain, maybe 1, to bring up a 3rd and 9. Five receiver set. Trips top of the screen. Man press coverage. Walker testing it. Knocked away. Get that weak sauce out of here. 4th down. And Franklin Reese will have to come on for a deep field goal. Dallas gets a stand. This kick from 50. Franklin Reese, perfect on his career, the only star kicker in the league. From the right hash, bad snap. Reese just gets it away, and man, that kid is good. Franklin Reese, that guy can kick a field goal from the parking lot. Right down the middle with plenty of leg. So just 13 minutes ago in game time, it was 14-0. And all of a sudden, 14-10. And Dallas planted at the 22. Orlando has settled down and settled into the unfriendly confines of Miller Gold. Dallas needs a spark offensively.
First and 10 from North Star, 23-yard.
Watch out! Double tight, wing! Double tight, wing! Rosie!
Two receiver set, Ranklins to pass against a late blitz. Ranklins didn't see it. A.J. Lacoste comes in and buries him. And not many teams blitz their corners better than the Orlando Intimidators. A.J. Lacoste just unblocked. Hit Ranklins while he was looking the other way. 2nd and 16.
2nd and 16 from North Star, 17-yard.
Dallas in some trouble right now.
Set! I thought you were faster than that!
Two receiver set. Goodspeed does not have a catch tonight. Ranklins will not get him involved this time. Instead, it's to King. And King makes it 3rd and manageable. A 7-yard pickup. And another $100 donated by Allstate as Stephen Lambert on the tackle. Let's take a look at the General Motors upcoming schedule. The Dallas Stars, after tonight, will face Kahlua and San Francisco. So a manageable schedule for the Stars as Goodspeed cannot come down with the catch. Hit hard by Holmes. This guy is having a pretty nice night. Robert Cox also there on the coverage. But Holmes was the man to hit him. Fourth down, Dallas. He turned Goodspeed around pretty good. And the Stars have lost nearly all of their momentum.
Deep to receive.
Woo! Here I come, kicker! Here I come!
Orlando should end up with pretty decent field position here from the 38-yard line. Makes 3, 4, 5 people miss. And Orlando's return up to midfield.
12 yards on the play.
Another
Placed around.
blow to Dallas's momentum. Orlando's special teams getting involved. A field goal on the last possession and a 13-yard punt return.
1st and 10 from the Intimidator, 50-yard.
In this league, those punt returns are precious. 8:03 to go in the first half, and the handoff goes to Zach Parker, and he can't get anything. And here's the running back comparison. Surprisingly, Johnny English, just 2 yards a carry so far tonight. 18 yards on 9 carries. And you wouldn't think it by the score or by how this game started, but English has not had a terrific night on the ground. Zach Parker has. Besides the fumble, of course, but that was in the passing game. Walker back to throw. Walker hit as he threw, and it's still caught. And then sandwiched at the 35 was Thomas Gunner, but the rookie makes his first grab of the night, and Orlando into field goal range once again. Man, he got whacked by Hanatu right into another Dallas defender.
1st and 10 from North Star, 34-yard.
7:06 to go. Orlando has gotten themselves right back in this game. Walker, wild throw. Where was he throwing that to? And Dallas has got to take advantage of that. Kevin Walker, who has had a rough season, 14 interceptions this year to just 12 touchdowns, and for Kevin Walker,
2nd and 10.
that ties a career low, high, however you want to look at it, and would be the first year he threw more interceptions than touchdowns in a season. Contract is up at the end of this year. 2nd and 10 at the 35. Walker back to pass, has all kinds of time, and that pass is caught down the field by Allen, a gain of 30. 1st and goal, Orlando at the 5. This team, at the end of the first quarter, was down 14-0. And that's poor defense. You got to come up and take that ball if you're on it to. Can't let Allen make the catch like that.
1st and goal.
Halfway through the second quarter, and Orlando was 5 yards away from taking the lead. Walker's pass nearly picked off and taken to the house. Edmonds had a chance. My goodness, Dallas has missed some opportunities for some easy picks. Second and goal from the 5. Stars defense, 5th best, or actually tied for 3rd. It gives it giving up 42% touchdowns in the red zone. Orlando is 5th, 44% scoring touchdowns in the red zone. Trips top of the screen, they hand it off to Walker. He goes that way, and a loss of 1 on the play. Zach Parker dips down to 84 yards, 3rd and goal from the 6 now. Dallas, big time stop here to force a field goal. Doubles on either side, including short side right. Walker changing the play, takes a low snap, steps up the pocket, floats it down the middle of the field. They call a flag for potentially interfering. I would argue that the ball had already gotten there.
Pass interference. Number 51. Defense. 5-yard penalty.
They call the pass interference on Brantley in the end zone, and it puts the ball at the 1 yard line, and Dallas fans don't like it, and I have to agree. It did not seem like he interfered until after the ball sailed over Allen's head. Nothing the Dallas coaches can do about that. So the penalty keeps the drive alive, and Orlando now at the 1 yard line with Parker and a fullback in the backfield. And Walker will throw it. Walker will swing it out to Zach Parker, trying to turn the corner. A spin move, scores. Looked like Zach Parker was going to run out of bounds, and at the last minute, spun into the end zone, and in 7 minutes, Orlando has scored 17 straight points to take the lead. That's a ball club who has enjoyed some victories this year against a ball club that wants their first and just hasn't gelled and come together yet this year. 17 points in 7 minutes and 13 seconds. Now official with Reese's extra point. A quick turnaround for Orlando. Up by 3 here from Miller Gold. You're listening to the SFL Network on Dallas Stars Radio and watching the SFL Network on Twitch TV. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Cameron Irvine, and welcome into Football Sunday as Dolman on the return to the 25-yard line. Small adjustment, but I would think that Dallas would want to take a look at adjusting Asante Dolman returning kicks. Would hate to see a guy get hurt. Caesar Cannon and Freeman Goodspeed still without a catch. It wasn't necessarily a key to the game earlier on, brought to you by KeyBank, but you do want to get your wealth of receivers involved. Blitz is picked up, and Ranklin's down the field, in between 3 people, completes it to King. His 5th grab of the first half. It's a Dallas first down. Beautiful job by the Stars offensive line, picking up the blitz. And some lazy coverage there by Rodney Woods, and Scott King makes him pay. Scott King chasing only Nick Quick. Going to be tough to catch that guy this year. He is 220 yards away from a 1,000-yard season. Franklin's back to throw. It is tipped away by Lambert. I don't think Franklin's even saw the big linebacker sitting in the zone. Starting week 9, Dallas will take on the Kahlua Wyverns. That game will kick off at noon Central, 1 p.m. Eastern. Early start from Hawaii. Saturday, August 23rd. That begins week 9 right here on the SFL Network. Franklin's to pass. Down the middle. There is a penalty marker. Justice, as Lacoste was defending Dolman a little bit too tight.
Pass interference. Number 37. Defense. The ball is placed. Despite the foul. Automatic first down.
Automatic first. It's a spot foul. And this is a strong rebound drive here for Dallas. Franklin's a 73 rating tonight, 170 yards and an interception. No star player for Dallas has scored a touchdown tonight. Non-star ran in a fumble recovery, and Pittman, the backup running back, has Franklin sacked again for a loss of 7. Nearly had that play blocked, but Dallas has struggled all season long blocking the rollout. And the sacks are starting to put pressure on Thomas Franklin to get the ball out of his hands quickly. That was the key to the game from the beginning. Offside, free play. English takes a handoff, and they will gladly accept this offside as English managed only 4 or 5.
Neutral zone infraction. Number 94. Defense. Penalty.
3 turnovers and a handful of penalties here in the first half. Definitely has not been a clean game by any mean.
Second and 12 from the Intimidator.
Down! Sir! Let's go, D! That's what we stand for!
Good speed is at the bottom of the screen. Still looking for his first catch of the half. Franklin's in trouble. He got away. Franklin fires down the field wide open. Inside the 15 and down to the 9. What a play from Thomas Franklin to keep the drive alive. Top play nominee as he shook off A.J. Lacoste and had the presence of mind to hit his tight end wide open. Franklin's not only has he been sacked a league-high 25 times this year, but he's also been sacked a record 95 times in his career coming into tonight. Franklin's hands it off to English. English just shrugs off the opponent and picks up 3, and Lambert records his 7th tackle of the first half. Dan Stevens and Peter O'Keefe are coming up on the 2K Sports Halftime Report from the SFL studios in San Antonio, Texas, as soon as we're done with our first couple of quarters here up the road on I-35 here in Dallas. Second to go with the 6. Some storms to the south of Dallas, but nothing to affect us here tonight. English takes the carry, breaks a tackle, and gets to the 2. 3rd and goal, and now what will Dallas do after back-to-back runs to English? Give it to Pittman. My main man, Pittman.
3rd and goal.
2 receivers. Goodspeed is in the slot. King to the bottom of the formation. And they go play action. And Franklin's goes opposite direction. Touchdown! How about this first half? For Ross Polly-Nixon. I mean, this guy is running some terrific routes. They fooled everybody. And Dallas responds after 17 straight points by Orlando. Low snap again, the extra point good. 2:26 to go. Dallas and Orlando trading punches here on #Football Sunday. Orlando on the return. Up to the 27. Zach Parker, 10 carries, 84 yards in the first half. Historically has had his way with this Dallas defense. Hand off to Parker, his 11th carry. Breaks through a tackle, there is a penalty marker. If it's on Dallas, it'll be a first down Orlando after an 11-yard run. Refs have been busy tonight.
Clipping, number 71, offense.
That's coming back.
Repeat, first down.
All the way back to the 22. Set up a 1st and 16. Richardson is the culprit. Calling for clipping. That's a rough penalty. We have reached the 2-minute warning. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. The Stars are out. This is Dallas Stars Radio, 98.3 WDST, the Sports Authority. First down and 16 from the 21-yard line. 2 receivers, 2 backs for Kevin Walker trying to start a 2-minute drive, and it starts with Zach Parker being dropped in the backfield. A 1-yard loss. A.J. Ahanatu coming up to make the stop. 2nd and 17 for Orlando with the clock ticking. DHSG6, welcome to the chat room, my friend. Appreciate you spending your final stages of your weekend with us as that pass is caught and run out of bounds. Was Gunner at the 25-yard line. There are the quarterback numbers. Ranklin's nearly 200 yards passing in the first half. 3rd and 13 for Orlando. 46% on 3rd downs this year. That's 4th best in the league. Tight coverage here for Dallas. 5 down lineman, Walker, back to throw, going deep. It is knocked away, nearly intercepted. Dallas has defended the deep ball real well. Walker has tested the left-hand side twice now, and Bubba Moreau has been there twice to knock it away. So Orlando will have to punt, and Thomas Ranklin's can add to his passing total from the first half.
Don't let him get that point.
From the 36, Stars will start their likely final possession of the first half from the 40. Orlando is 3-2, jostling for playoff position. If they win tonight, they would go into a two-way tie for second place with New York. Those two teams have yet to play this year. New York would hold the point differential tiebreaker momentarily. If they lose, they would remain in fourth place at 3-3 with Grand Rapids and Kailua hot on their heels. 4 receivers for Ranklin's back to Pat. Ranklin's fires down the middle. It is intercepted at the 32 and returned past midfield to the 49, Rodney Woods. Second interception tonight for Thomas Ranklin's. Ranklin's looking for Goodspeed, who has been blanketed by Rodney Woods all night. Goodspeed just can't find anywhere to get open. And Orlando now with all 3 timeouts to the Dallas 49 with a 1st and 10. Empty backfield, plenty of time for Orlando to strike again. Walker, short throw is caught for a 2-yard pickup. Thomas Gunner on the catch. Gunner for a long time at the top of the leaderboards in this league, but he has fallen down next. 555 yards and 5 touchdowns as a rookie. Walker in some trouble, goes deep, and a diving attempt made by Allen. It's incomplete. Allen has been targeted now 8 times, only 3 grabs here in the first half, and Dallas forces Orlando into another 3rd down. Volume level here at Miller Gold increasing. Doubles. Walker, draw. Zach Parker, nothing. And Dallas, I'm surprised they're not taking a timeout. Would appear they're just going to let this first half run out and are content with having a 21-17 lead on the defending champs, who got off to a horrific start, 14-0.
Don't let him get that point.
Down to 8 seconds to go. Down to 5 on the play clock. 4, 3, 2, and they will have to snap it. But it will be the final play of the half, as Dallas not ready to return it. The Stars, 3 touchdowns in the first half, 2 offense, 1 defense. 21-17. They lead at the break.
Flag down on the play. Let's get the call.
We have a penalty marker.
An eligible receiver downfield. Number 45, on-yard penalty. Repeat, 4th down.
They're going to make Dallas, or they're going to make Orlando re-kick. No, that's the end of the first half.
And that'll do it for the first half of this one. The Stars are out in front, 21-17.
Well, Dan, what do you say? You ready to dive into the 2K Sports halftime show?
Well, here's a look at our halftime stats, and as you can see, it paints a pretty clear picture. The Intimidators should be way ahead on the scoreboard, but somehow they've let their opponents hang in there with them. Let's see if they can change things in the second half. Let's get started in this one early in the first quarter. Pittman would get up ahead of steam, and then it was clear sailing from here. A 12-yard touchdown for the home team. The Stars get the first points of the game and go up by 7. Early in the first quarter, Lane would turn the tide here as he would scoop up the fumble and hightail it the other way. A 73-yard play that set up touchdown for the home team. Towards the end of the first quarter, the Stars winning by 14. Holmes is reading the quarterback's eyes all the way, and he's able to get his hands on this one and picks it off. The Intimidators, now in the second quarter. Number 35 is going to take this one to the outside, and once he gets the corner, it's a foot race. A 41-yard touchdown for the visitors. The Intimidators trailing 14-7. Number 37 would snuff out a drive on this one as he's there to recover the fumble. The Intimidators in control after a fumble recovery. Number 35 is going to show a little athleticism here as he finds an opening and then he's off to the races. That set up a 51-yard field goal. Midway through the second, the Intimidators down by 4. Number 44 is going to find an opening in the secondary, and he'll exploit it here. They take the lead for the first time and are now up by 3. The Stars, still middle of the second. Number 12 is back to throw, and this is nothing more than a little pitch and catch with his wide receiver. A 34-yard play that set up a home team touchdown. The Stars winning 21-17. Number 26 would come up with the big play to kill a drive as he was able to step in front of a wayward pass for an INT. And that's how we'll round this one out. The Stars are locked in a defensive struggle, 21-17.
Nice job, Dan.
The Intimidators will receive to start the second half, and this is a tight contest. Currently, they're down 21-17. Now, let's get to the game.
It's halftime here on Dallas Stars Radio, WDST. Your second half is right around the corner. This is the Sports Authority.
After the role of a lifetime, I've been busy. Xbox on. So, I look forward to my downtime. Xbox, go to Titanfall. This is insane. Check this out. Xbox Snap TV. That does 2 things at once, so I can play games while I watch my favorite shows at the same time. Whoa! Xbox, record that. I just wish I had more time to play. Yo!
Xbox One, now starting at $399. KeyBank customers can earn reward points for all sorts of things, like using ATMs, making direct deposits, taking out a home equity loan, and more. The more you bank, the more points you earn. Now earn reward points even faster during the KeyBank Summer of Rewards. For a limited time, switch to KeyBank, and you can earn double reward points that can be redeemed for gift cards to places like Target, Amazon.com, and Marriott. Learn more at key.com/summer of rewards.
So the first thing you want to do in shipping is you want to aim the club face. All right, listen up. Yeah! Whoever can ship it over the bag and closest to the pin wins the bag and everything in it. Let's do it.
It's never been more fun to have a MasterCard. It can get you lessons with pros, access to TPC golf courses.
8-time major champions, not eligible.
Sneaker. And maybe a priceless surprise.
Good luck. Have a good day.
Start of the second half here in Dallas, where the Stars will kick to Orlando. Orlando returns out at the 28-yard line. Dallas 0-5. Dallas and San Francisco to avoid having the worst season in SFL history, 2-6. Grand Rapids and Kahlua in their first season.
First and 10 from the Intimidators, 28-yard.
Down! Big D, let's go! Sit!
Two receivers set for Kevin Walker to start the second half, and that is caught. And Gunner got chopped out at the 47. Nice hit. Put on by the Dallas D, but Gunner makes the play. And he'll pick up a first down to start the second half. Take another look at this hit. I believe Ahanitu came in. And maybe Gunner tripped on him.
Let's go. First and 10.
But a first down to the 47. A solid start for Kevin Walker, and he will go out of the empty set. Dallas shifts, a 4-3 look. Walker to throw. Walker's wobbler off the hands into the receiver, incomplete. And another, that's the fourth one tonight. That time it's Perry dropping the pass. It's 2nd and 10.
They're going air. They're going air. I see pass. Double. Watch left. Go.
3 receiver set. Kevin Walker down the field. It is incomplete again, and he's just chucking it up there. Cameron Brantley there in coverage, along with the rest of the entire Dallas secondary. Back-to-back incompletions for Walker, 3rd and 10, and they've come out passing here in the second half, after Zach Parker ran all over Dallas in the first half. Trips bottom of the formation, late blitz, pass incomplete. Big hit on Thomas Gunner, who has 4 catches on 7 targets tonight, and it's 4th and 10. Back-to-back incompletions for Kevin Walker stalls out Orlando's opening drive of the second half. We mentioned what's at stake for Orlando. If Dallas loses, they're eliminated. Simple as that. Not only do they need to win tonight, but they need to win by a considerable margin, as the Stars from the 16-yard line return, make a couple people miss to the 22.
First and 10.
Three receivers. That's Caesar Cannon in the slot. Freeman Goodspeed still without a catch. Cannon in the same boat. It's been the Scott King show. There, Johnny English takes a swing out and makes one man miss, and then takes a shoulder at the 25-yard line. A pickup of 3 for English. 2nd and 7 from the 25. Scott King, 5 grabs, 87 yards in that first half. He's part of the trip set to the top of the screen. Goodspeed isolated. Franklin's to throw. He looks Goodspeed's direction as his first catch of the night. A 6-yard pickup just shy of the sticks to the 31. Him and Rodney Woods have been going at it all night. Former teammates, as Goodspeed and Woods used to play in New York together. I'm sure they've had many heated battles at practice. So far, Rodney Woods has had all the upper hand tonight. Franklin's pump fake. That pass caught, but then English did not maintain his balance and ends up not moving forward for a first down. So the Stars go 3 and out on their first possession. A couple of missed opportunities to move the chains there late.
Here I come, punter. I'm coming. I'm gonna block the punt.
From the 34, Orlando returns to the 40. Find out how you can get on the Wall of Champions at CasualAdultGamers.com, an official partner of the Simulation Football League. They have the premier NFL All-Pro Football Online League for the Xbox 360. Check it out today. First and 10 of the 40-yard line, and Walker's going to drop back quickly, fling it out to Parker. Parker's got a bound, breaks 2 tackles, and is run out of bounds. Quarterback numbers, Kevin Walker now up to 120, does not have an interception tonight, and does have a touchdown.
First and 10 from the Star, 24 yards.
Watch the pass! Watch the pass! Switch! Black! 85! Right!
First and 10 of the 44. And Allen comes back to make the catch, thrown behind him, a 5-yard pickup.
5 on the play.
To the Dallas 40, so Orlando nearing scoring position. They took a lead briefly in the second quarter, 17-14, after Dallas scored 14 straight points out of the gate. Orlando responded with 17 of their own, and then a Ranklin's touchdown pass, his first of the night, gave Dallas a 4-point lead, and that's where we stand. Hand off to Parker. Parker not as much room to run in the second half as he had in the first. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 5. Big 3rd down stop here needed for Dallas. 4 receivers, 3 to the bottom of the formation for Kevin Walker. Walker will go play action, has a pocket, pass caught wide open, and past the 25 to the 23. James on the catch. Walker now 50%, 13 for 26, a $141. Antoine McCleskey on the tackle. But James, I don't know how he got so wide open.
First and 10 from West Star, 23 yards.
First down of the 23. Walker. Again out to Parker. He couldn't make the catch. Zach Parker's had a rough night in the passing game. And that's an understatement.
Second and 10.
Zach Parker, another slow start to a half. Parker 5th in the league in rushing coming in to this game, 524 yards. Draw play for Parker. Parker only a couple. Gonna bring up a 3rd and 8. Field goal would maintain Dallas's lead. Brantley on the tackle. Receivers. Walker's pass caught, and what a tackle made by Zach Elfage. That's why they picked this guy up in the off-season. This was a very difficult play to make around the ankles of Gunner, and he holds him short of the first down. And might we see the defending champs go for this here? It would appear the offense is still on the field on a 4th and 1 from the 14. 6 in the box for Dallas. And Orlando didn't even hard count him. They just took the timeout. Haven't seen that before. We usually see him try to get the defense to jump. Not in that situation. Don't forget the SFL All-Star Game will be the week after the championship game from Kahlua this season. at the end of September as the best and brightest SFL stars all come together on one field. This week, the league will be discussing the official rules and regulations for that game, and then following week 9 of the SFL season, we will have all-star voting. See your favorite players in action in Kahlua in the first ever SFL All-Star game the week following the SFL Championship game right here on Twitch. From 2 yards deep, coming out of the end zone, Dolman returns to the 22. Elfasia's tackle helps Dallas maintain their small lead, 21-20. As mentioned, the only other time Orlando has been to Dallas in the regular season, a 45-41 win for the Stars. In that game, Dallas trailed 27-17 at the half, scored 21 points in the third quarter of that one. Good speed, making catch of the night, picks up 6. Scott King in that game scored 3 touchdowns in the third quarter.
2nd and 3 from your Stars, 29 yards.
Specifically 3 touchdowns in 8 minutes. As owner Kyle Walsh might remember all too well. Johnny English takes the handoff right-hand side, spin 2, and English, who has not had a carry here recently, picks up the first down. 12 carries for 36 yards tonight for English. Once again, making Stephen Lambert look ridiculous. Put a tutu on that guy and stick him on a... What are those things that... a music box. There you go. Too late. The time passed. Bad pass is intercepted. Thomas Franklin's just as rattled as I was just then as Stanley Parchman makes the interception. And more momentum heading on the side of Orlando as Dallas has just been sloppy with the football. Their 4th turnover tonight. Pass intended for Scott King. Stanley Parchman, the former Bulldog. If I am correct, that is Parchman's first interception of the season, and it is. Walker flings it out to Parker in the open field, breaks a tackle, and then comes up just shy of the first down of the 44-yard line.
Second and inches from the Intimidator, 45 yards.
Walker's throw by Gunner over the middle into Dallas territory to the 48. First down, Kevin Walker up to 155. And once again, Ranklin's wild antics with the football hurting Dallas.
Let's go! 1st and 10.
Receivers, 2 backs. Walker flings it outside, caught by Allen. 3-yard pickup to the 45-yard line. 6:15 to go in the third quarter. Next football Sunday, you won't want to miss it. An action-packed Week 9 is starting at 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern. The San Francisco Bulldogs host the Oklahoma City Renegades. Those two teams always in grudge matches. And then the Baltimore Crabs travel to New York as the Knights look for revenge on Baltimore. 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. Right here on the SFL Network on Twitch, we do have a flag. Zach Parker with the catch.
Roughing the passer, number 92, defense.
That's a costly penalty for Dallas as we take a second look at it. Tough to argue. Walker was throwing right in front of him. Walker's rating pushing 80 with a $1.59 to him, and with that penalty, Orlando in the red zone, looking for their second lead of the night. Parker takes the handoff, cuts it back left-hand side, and no room over there either. Elfage on the tackle along with number 55, didn't get his name, 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 from the Intimidator, 15-yard line.
Down! I hope you want extra pass.
Walker throws it outside, pass is caught. Zach Parker in the open field, down to the 10. 3rd down and 4. Zach Parker very active in the passing game this evening, and he's had his down moments, but has picked it up here of late. Allen to the top of the screen. Dallas needs to hold him ahead of the 6-yard line to stop this drive and send Franklin Reese on the field for the 3rd time tonight. Walker, 3-step drop back, swings it outside. Allen is open inside the 5. Allen pushes ahead and scores. Boy, that was an aggressive move from Lorenzo Allen, who went right into the contact to get the ball over the pylon and into the end zone. This is an aggressive attempt. You can see him tuck it. He knew he was going to get hit. And Orlando has their largest lead of the game.
Number 86 is back for the point after. No on the hold.
Lorenzo Allen's first touchdown catch of the night. Allen's 5th on the season. All players trailing Demetrius Outdat to start the week. .431 to go with plenty of time for Dallas, but they're going to have to come back. Doman on the return past the 20 and up to the 23. Franklin's swing pass, that's caught in the flat. That's Caesar Cannon's first grab of the night. Brings up 2nd and 4 from the 28-yard line.
Hey. 2nd and 4. Ball at the 29-yard line.
Big drive here for Dallas, trying to keep this game close. Two in the backfield. Franklin's the blitz. Fires down the middle. What a grab! Oh, he didn't hang on. Paulie Dixon almost had yet another splendid highlight reel effort for a tight end to attempt to make that play. Pretty spectacular. Good speed kind of bumped him off his route, and Paulie Dixon just couldn't hang on. Guys made every other big play tonight, it seems.
3rd and 4. Ball at the 29-yard line.
Let's go, D! That's what we stand for!
Toss play out to English. There's a penalty flag that was thrown pretty quickly. Look at the effort by English. 1st down.
Neutral zone infraction. Number 94. Defense. First down.
First and 10 from your star, 34-yard.
Down! Set! Watch counter! Watch counter! Roll!
First and 10 to the 33. Ranklin's off a play action hit as he threw, and that was a wild-looking pass intended for Scott King. Scott King has been the primary target. Tonight for Thomas Ranklins, who has 3 interceptions, 27-21. Stars trailing by 6, trying to avoid an 0-6 start. And consequently get eliminated from the playoffs. Johnny English! How about a burst of excitement to the 35 to the 31? First down, Stars. Best run of the night for Johnny. Here's Johnny. Toss play to the outside. First of all, good blocking, but English just breaking tackles. It's what he does best. And Lambert this time doesn't look silly, but his teammates did. He makes the tackle. Rodney Woods looked like a wet sponge out there. And for Dallas, something Stars fans can cheer about. They were up 21-17 at the end of the first half, have been outscored 10-0 here in the third quarter. 3 receivers, split backs. Franklin's to throw again. Franklin's down the right-hand side, caught inside the 15, pushed out of bounds at the 12. That's Caesar Cannon starting to catch fire. First down, Dallas into the red zone. Parchman knocked him out of bounds. Dallas, second best in the red zone, score touchdowns 54% of the time. New York is number 1, 67% of the time they've scored touchdowns, 8 out of 12 this year. Orlando's defense is second best in the red zone, giving up only 40% of touchdowns. Handoff Johnny English, right-hand side, past the 10, past the 5, and first and goal to the 2. Back-to-back excellent runs for Johnny English, doing it once around the left and now around the right. And for the last couple of quarters of this game, every time Orlando has responded and taken the lead, Dallas has responded immediately. King top of the screen, good speed bottom of the screen. English does not have a touchdown tonight, and the only star player that does is Ranklins. Ranklins will hand it off to English on a counter. English walks in. That's what you call a stroll for 6. Touchdown, Stars. So in the last 3 games since the Dark Lord has taken over this Dallas offense, the Stars have scored 35 points, 24 points, and now 27 tonight with an extra point coming. In their previous games, 24, 16, and 9. Extra point nearly blocked. It's good. That would have been a big block. 28-27 Dallas. What a ball game. It's been a long one, but a good one. The Simulation Football League's official website is simulationfl.com. You can go there for daily updates about the world's best sim league. You can like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube and Twitch channels, all at /SimulationFL. And on the Orlando kickoff return, we have another flag.
Flipping, number 49, receiving team. Half the distance to the ball and spotted the foul. First down.
1:39 to go in the third. I don't think we've seen as many penalties in this game in any game this season. Flags have been flying.
First and 10.
So Kevin Walker once again must help out his defense. Orlando needs another score. Gunner to the bottom of the screen, and Walker will drop the pass. Walker swings it out to Allen, and the pursuit is hot from Zach Elfage. Allen's 7th grab of the night for 69 yards and a touchdown. But Zach Elfage having one heck of an evening. This guy is a force. He's a potential all-star. And he often goes overlooked because he plays on the team that's last in the standings, but I mean, he has had a terrific season. Second and 5 of the 19. They'll toss it out to Zach Parker. Parker is stopped. No gain. Cameron Brantley plugs the hole. Yeah, I wish we could do the 33-yard point after touchdowns in the SFL. I think it's great. I don't know about you guys. So, a missed extra point every once in a while. It's dynamic. It's dramatic. Speaking of dramatic, 3rd and 5, and the pass is dropped off the fingertips of another Orlando receiver. You'll never lay a finger on my butterfingers. Dallas says you can have them all.
Oh yeah, this one's mine.
4th down, Orlando to punt it away. Dallas has made mistakes with turnovers. Orlando has made mistakes with drop passes. As Dallas returns to the 49-yard line, this could be good field position for them. Don't forget as well, a league near and dear to my heart, the Arena Football League. The Arena Bowl is next Saturday night on ESPN. Cleveland Gladiators were 4-14 last year. They finished the regular season 17-1 this year. Made it to the championship and expecting a sellout crowd at Quicken Loans Arena of over 19,000 strong. They'll take on the 2-time defending champion Arizona Rattlers. And while we've got Dallas and Kahlua action Saturday at noon, if you like football, you won't want to miss that game. 2nd and 11 at the 48, down to 7 seconds to go in the third. 4 wide receivers. Ranklin's back to throw, and Ranklin's pass is tipped and incomplete with 1 second on the clock. Goodspeed again was the intended receiver, but Rodney Woods continues to shut him down tonight. Franklin's on a 3rd down, floats it over the middle, and a good open field tackle, much needed by Stephen Lambert. Caesar Cannon on the catch, but it's going to be 4th down, and Orlando will start with the football at the beginning of the 4th quarter. Lambert knew Cannon was not going to get that 1st down if he had anything to say about it.
The Intimidator, 27. Your Stars, 28.
End of the 3rd quarter, Dallas still with the lead, but it's trimmed to 1, 28-27. This is Stars Radio, 98.3 WDST.
those who can't imagine life without two wheels, Allstate offers protection with a purpose. To keep riders riding. Save up to 50%. Talk to an Allstate agent today.
Papa John's has changed the cheeseburger forever.
It's my new double cheeseburger pizza. Cheeseburger? Cheeseburger. Cheeseburger? Cheeseburger.
Double cheeseburger.
Papa John's new double cheeseburger pizza. 100% premium beef, no fillers, fresh diced tomatoes, pickles, and a zesty sauce. Just $12 for a limited time at papajohns.com.
Papa John's quality with the taste of a cheeseburger. You got me. It's better ingredients. Better pizza. Papa John's.
Dallas Stars football on 98.3 WDST is brought to you by MasterCard. Find the peace of mind. By Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. And by Walmart, save money, live better. Start of the fourth quarter, Papa John's reminds you that you can get a free pizza using the promo credit STARS.
Oh yeah, Butter.
Immediately following each home game, you must bring your ticket stub, and it's for home games early. I'm sorry, I apologize. Home games only. Reading the wrong part of the script there, as that punt is going to be down at the 6-yard line. Papa John's Pizza, the official pizza of the Dallas Stars. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
First and 10 from the Intimidator, 6-yard line.
Down! Sit! Leopard! Strong back!
Draw play to Zach Parker, and it's a 2-yard pickup. 97 rushing yards for Parker tonight, so he's 3 yards away from 100. Nice punt there from Dallas, pinning Orlando deep in their own territory. Game reset. Orlando has 2 timeouts. Dallas all 3. Stars jumped out to a 14-0 lead on a Zach Elfay's forced fumble on Zach Parker. Receiver Lorenzo Allen ran out of bounds there. Or that may have been the fullback. Third down and 9 at the 7. And off to Parker. He didn't get it. In fact, he lost a yard back at the 6, so an underwhelming drive for Orlando. Zach Elfage again there on the tackle. 4th down and 10. This has been one of the most successful games Dallas has had against Zach Parker in recent memory.
I'm coming. I'm blocking this.
Running from the back of his end zone. From the 39-yard line, Dallas on the return to the 33. First down at the 33. Dallas, fantastic field position, nearly in scoring range, right from the get-go. Pretty short kick from the Orlando punter. Johnny English takes it around the right-hand side. English spun away and picked up 6. Alexander Smith on the tackle, his second of the night. Haven't seen numbers lately on Johnny English. He's got to be pushing 100 as well. He is at a solid outing.
Second and 3 from the Intimidator, 27 yards.
Down! Set! Draw, baby, draw! Twist up!
3 receivers. Franklin's down the middle, incomplete. Trying to hit Goodspeed. Franklin's cannot afford another interception at this juncture of the game.
Third The Intimidator, 27 yards.
Third and 4, 11:02 to go in the fourth. As Ranklins drops to throw, hit as he threw, and Orlando gets the stop. Gordon on the quarterback pressure, and this is going to bring out a difficult 43-yard field goal attempt for the Stars to go up by 4.
Griffin will come in to attempt a field goal from the 27 yards. O'Sullivan on the hold.
This will actually be from 44 yards out. Kick is up. And he missed it badly to the right. Stephen Griffin not even close. That one never had a chance. And he knew at the moment he kicked it, that was not going in. Zach Parker, 19 carries for 96 yards, down to 5.1 yards a carry, but still a solid night. Big miss there for Dallas. They leave the door open for Orlando in a tight contest. Second straight close ball game of the week. Walker swings it outside, pass caught, gain of 4 to the 37. The Virtual Sports Network is the place to go for sports video game information. You can join an online league and chat with other video game sports fans on their message boards. Virtual Sports Network, it's where it's at, an official partner of the Simulation Football League. 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line. Two receivers with Parker in the backfield, and Walker will roll out to the left all kinds of time, and the pass is caught by the tight end Perry. First down to the 45. Nice play and nice protection for Kevin Walker out of the gun. Nifty play there. Don't forget that coming up tomorrow night, Week 8 wraps up from Bagnall Memorial in San Francisco as the Bulldogs will face the Wyverns. San Francisco also trying to keep their playoff hopes alive. Kahlua trying to win their second straight as Zach Parker goes nowhere, lost 3 in the backfield. Kahlua at San Francisco, live on Bulldog Radio and on the SFL Network here on Twitch.
Second and 13. Ball at 32 yards.
Under 10 minutes to play, 28-27. A very tight ball game here from Dallas. Zach Parker takes another handoff. Parker gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Ahanatu comes up for his 8th tackle of the evening. Big 3rd and 10 here for Orlando following the missed field goal for Dallas. Press coverage. Kevin Walker has tried to test it tonight. The first 2 failed. And this time he'll go down the middle, and again it fails. Dallas not giving up the deep ball tonight. And Orlando will have to punt it away. Dallas still on top by a point. Dallas knows they have a pretty tough climb, even if they win this game by just 1.
Oh yeah, punter, I'm coming.
But at least it would be a positive step forward for the Stars. For Orlando, they've not had a double-digit win since week 1 when they beat Kahlua 33-7 at home. They have certainly looked like a team that could be beaten in the playoffs. With New York getting upset by Grand Rapids yesterday, it would seem that the bottom 4 of the league rising up lately. First down and 10 to the 25. Back to pass. Ranklins drops deep and then throws it short, a 6-yard pickup. Grand Rapids' win over New York was the first true upset of the season, as That was the first win that the bottom four got against the top four this year.
Second and 4 for your Stars, 31 yards.
Scott King has not caught a pass in the second half. Two receivers top of the screen. They hand it off to English, and English couldn't get anywhere. Lost a yard. 3rd and 6 now.
Seals credited with the tackle. He loses 2 yards on the play. Third and 5 from your Stars, 29 yards.
You're not going nowhere. Left, watch the back. Black 76. Hyena. Black 89.
Franklin's another deep drop back. 3rd and 6. The ball's popped up in the air, and Lacoste nearly made it dangerous, as Orlando, if they would have had another player in the area, could have taken that one to the house. Lacoste covers Scott King well on that play. King still without a catch in the second half. Actually went off Lacoste's face mask. 4th down Dallas, and their defense will have to come up with another big stop. Defenses have looked strong here in the fourth quarter.
Oh yeah, this one's mine. This one's mine.
From the 34 to the 35, Orlando returns.
Ball will be placed on 36-yard line.
$7:55 to go in the fourth quarter. Orlando down by 1 with the football. The Intimidators have had leads of 21-17 and 27-21 as Parker couldn't get anything. There are the numbers on the running backs, relatively the same. Johnny English with the slight advantage in yards per carry, but hasn't gotten as many looks. Both run defenses, I would say, a little bit better than expected.
Here we go. Here we go.
Walker back to throw against the blitz down the middle. Allen open. First down to the Dallas 47. Lorenzo Allen. Blitz just did not get there in time for the Stars. Allen has had a big second half. Easily the best receiver tonight on both sides of the ball. For either team, rather. 1st and 10 of the Dallas 47, under 7 to go. Walker back to throw, slings it, sidearm, caught by Gunner for a gain of 8. Walker had a really tight window to fit that one through. And Orlando once again nearing field goal range, and Franklin Reese doesn't miss. 2 for 2 tonight. Second down, 2:49. Walker, presence in the pocket, and Gunner makes the catch. Walker now up to 226 yards today. 1st and 10 to the Dallas 29. Walker coming into the day was actually number 1 in the league. 1,594 passing yards this year. Thomas Ranklin's second, 1,576. As Walker hit as he threw, pass caught by Allen. No late hit penalty, out of bounds or on the quarterback, gain of 3.
Second and 7.
Down! Set!
2nd and 7, a 4-3 set, and the linebackers shifting from left to right for the Stars, now showing a blitz inside. They come with it, and Zach Parker bounces it outside. And Elfage there again in the open field to make the tackle. I've never seen a bronze player make so many one-on-one tackles than Zach Elfage.
3rd and 6.
4 wide receivers. 3rd and 7. Converted the last 3rd down. Walker play action against the blitz. Walker going to the end zone. Oh, he caught it. Thomas Gunner caught it sliding to his knees with 5:04 remaining. And does Orlando go for 2? I mean, right in between 2 defenders. If I'm Orlando, I'm thinking about it. Maybe too early. And they'll kick the extra point. That could end up haunting them. For Thomas Gunner, that's touchdown number 6. That ties Outdat atop the leaderboards. 2 rookies having a solid year. And Orlando's extra point is good, 34-28. 3rd lead of the night for Orlando, and the first 2 times they took the lead, Dallas went down the field and scored a touchdown. Kick is a deep one from the goal line. Dolman on the return. Dolman has had a quiet night since his first big grab in the first quarter. Back to pass. Ranklin steps up. He is sacked. He has not been sacked once in the second half. That was a key to the game. I believe that's the 4th of the night for Orlando. Dallas is going no huddle against a blitz. It is not picked up. 3rd and 21. A bizarre no huddle. It's pretty early. And Ranklin's has been sacked back-to-back times. Just like that, it's 3rd and 21. Orlando jumped offside. Again, they blitz. Ranklin's goes down the middle. It's caught by Scott King. Man, oh man.
Neutral zone infraction. Number 95, defense. The penalty is declined.
First down for the Stars as they get out of a major jam. Ranklin's a beautiful ball, and the ref gave him a little help.
Let's go. 1st and 10. Ball at the 39-yard line.
First down to the 39, 4:24 to go. Offside again, Orlando. They have not had a problem with that tonight. There goes Johnny English, who picks up 7 or 8, and it'll be interesting to see what Dallas does. I think you go ahead and decline the penalty. Don't want to take yards off the board.
Neutral zone infraction. Number 94, defense. Odd yard penalty. Repeat.
But Dallas will take yards off the board in favor of a 1st and 5. It's a tricky situation. First and 5 of the 44, 4:20 to go.
1st and 5 from your star, 44-yard.
Down! Lucy! Single back! Single back!
Franklin's counter to English, and he lost a yard. So there you go. You took 3 yards off the board by accepting the penalty. You don't take points off the board.